NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, get out there.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, crunch.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, 47.
Prescott from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Great 57.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. That's caught at the 25. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, here we go. 120.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Go.
Watch safety creep.
This by 7.
Safety's creeping.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 96. Mike 96. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. It's complete to Williams. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Go. Let's go.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Go. 280.
Too little, tough.
Man 5-7.
96. Mike 96. Don't get nervous.
On first down, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check it, stand. Here, see it.
Mike 96. Mike.
Sunday. Hey, Delta.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Done. 280.
Mike 5-4. Watch the flood. Watch the
Ram.
Watch the flood. Motion. Pop.
Here, see it.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
He's
Outside, solid. Here, see it.
kill it. Motion me out. Switch.
80 weapon. Here, see it.
Move. 36.
This by 7.
Go.
Wait, good.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, Being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Go. Go.
They'll run with Elliott. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. I got him, on me, on me.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check 41. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Go.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 20. And all the way down to the 9. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 9.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here I come again.
Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Go, get out there. Give me that ball, defense.
Check. Fresh now.
Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Great 57.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Where's Tim?
Take it. Take it.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
20.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 47-yard line.
26 Mike. I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Looking deep for his tight ender. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Shorty. Recon, 152 fighter.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
81.
I got you. Mike 96. Yeah.
Black.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Hey, alert 3. Check 4.
Down the man inside, down the man.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here we go, 46.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Black, come on. Let's go.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4, kill.
Check 43.
Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Sunday.
Hey, watch it.
Here, shit.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Pull it together. Show it
Done.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
6-6. Pull it high. Switch. 82. Smoke.
Now Wentz. And Stills bringing it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go. 5-7.
You must be dreaming. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check 41. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That one complete to Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Go ahead, Lee.
You got nothing left. You got nothing.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Hey, kill. 47. Under.
Alert 3.
We're going to 54. Why in?
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go. Go ahead, Lee.
Here we go. Tie that left. Going out. Rush in. Check.
Then we're going to 53.
Again, it's Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
There we go. Pac-Man. 2-jet. 120. Chopper.
Tick, guy.
Let's 5-7.
Hey, 96 is coming.
Hey, 5-7.
Come on, now. Mike 96.
Wentz now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
There we go. Pac-Man. 20.
Trips. Key 26.
Here.
What we got?
Hey, Ford Tokyo. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, he's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Kill. 5-9. Hey, Alpha.
Again, it's Wentz. He's going to wind up and air that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 41 Mike.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Here we go. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. This is Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We're going to 54.
Here's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill. Watch the shit. Move. Shit. Watch the shit. Shit.
Throwing. Prescott. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch twist.
Red 5-2 out here.
Check.
Let's go. Switch up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The 30-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
46 down, man. 5-4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 96.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
54. Mike 54. Ready? 54 is Mike.
Hey, exit.
Check. Watch it. 54. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50.
Great 57.
54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Hey, Zoo. 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 96, Mike 96.
Now Wentz. He's got it to Williams. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Hey, Orbit. Mike 96. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Sunday, Sunday. Watch twist.
Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Here. I got motion. I got motion. Kill. Right there. Hey, Haywood. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's coming this way.
Back to throw. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Go. Hey. Mike's 5'4", Mike. Mike's 5'4". In your face.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
57. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bravo. 54. Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get some. Kill. Let's get some penetration. Buzz. Check Mike 54.
To throw is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First down, Dallas.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Big series right here. We got to step in.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pick it up, dude. Swerve.
Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Army.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here I come. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, kill. 47. Gun.
Let's go right here.
26.
A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Check 41. I smell fear now. I smell.
We're going to 52.
Shit.
Go. Get out to 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cowboys, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.